Welcome students. In previous video lecture we have completed the module number 4, that is pavement construction. In this pavement construction we have discussed the problems on aggregate mixes by using Rutherford method, and similarly the contents which I have shared in your Google Classroom, that is bituminous mixes and cement concrete pavement construction, and these properties and the uses of those materials. Right, and that completes the first bit of your fourth module. And apart from this first bit, I have also shared the earthwork, that means equipments involved in the cutting and filling and preparation of subgrade. The particular content of these notes is also shared in your Google Classroom. Just go through it, and then we are remained with module number 5. In this module number 5 I will discuss the highway economics, and also I have shared this highway user benefits content and vehicle operating cost using charts, and then economic analysis by using annual cost method and benefit cost ratio methods in your Google Classroom. Right, in this video I am going to discuss the examples on vehicle operating cost using charts. Right, these charts will not be provided in your exams. You have to bring it on your own and get signed by higher authorities in your exams, and then you can allow to use these charts in your exams. Right, let us discuss the problems on vehicle operating cost. So before going to know that, before going to solve, or before going to know what is vehicle operating cost, you need to know what are the costs that is involving into this examples. Right, so whenever you take your own vehicle and that will be traveled within 100 kilometer of total length, in the particular length, whatever the cost is expenditure in by your vehicle, that will be summed up here. Right, those summation will be involved with fuel cost, tire cost, and the number of stops that may be involved in your en route, and then time cost per vehicle, that you may take your vehicle for 2 to 3 hours, and particular hours may be charged. In that case, the time cost per vehicle hour is maybe involved, and the depreciation cost, you all know that you have studied in your subject, in your previous subject, that depreciation cost is nothing but the cost that is involved by usage of the particular vehicle, how much usage of particular vehicle is being occurred, and based on that the cost is reduced to its original value. That is what the depreciation cost, and these are the costs that may be involved in summation of the total vehicle operating cost. Right, and for this Indian Road Congress has been recommended some charts to calculate these particular values for particular involving in the operations. Right, the problems will be given like: calculate the operating cost of a passenger car for 100 kilometer length of rural highway, and the total length of travel is given as 100 kilometer length here, rural highway with no sharp curves for most economical speed of vehicle operation using the following data. So that rural highway is been given, that means the pavement is also in good condition. So here in route of 100 kilometer we have faced a different gradients. Those gradients is been given like in total 100 kilometer of length, it is level for 25 kilometers, and it is 0 to 2% of gradient for 55 kilometers and 4% for 15 kilometers. Similarly 6% for remaining 5 kilometers. So that your particular path of travel of 100 kilometer will not be a level ground. It is like some kilometers, so that is 25 kilometers of level, and again 55 kilometers of length is involved with 0 to 2% of gradient, and similarly 15 kilometers of length is involved with 4% of gradient, and similarly remaining 5 kilometer of length is involved with 6% of gradient. That means the total length of 100 km length is considered to be a different gradient. That is what the given in the question. And then they have also given that pavement surface condition is good, and fuel cost per liter, it is given 8.5 per liter. It is a previous cost. Nowadays it is around 80 rupees, right? So now in the problem it is given with 8.5 per liters, and tire cost 950 rupees per tire. 950 rupees per tire it is given, and there will be 4 numbers of tires, right? And we have to take it, consider it for 4 numbers, and that is nothing but 950 into 4. And number of stops, 10 number of stops without delay, and 5 with 45 seconds delay, and 4 with 60 seconds delay. That means your vehicle is stopped in different positions, in different places, with 10 stops without any delay. Just it is stopped and then it is move on. And then 5 numbers of stops with 45 seconds of delay, that may be considered with your signals, right? And time cost per vehicle hour is 3 kilometers, and that is dependent on vehicle. And the depreciation cost of a particular vehicle traveled with the 100 kilometer length is considered to be 5 paisa per kilometers, right? 5 paisa per kilometer is considered to be a depreciation cost. And this much data will be given in your problems. So by analyzing or by considering these data, we have to calculate the total cost of the particular vehicle which is traveled for 100 kilometer length, right? So in this cost, we'll start with the fuel cost. So how much fuel is consumed in traveling for 100 kilometer of length? So what we know that the gradients is involved into the particular length of the highway. So those gradients is tabulated over here. Level and 0 to 2% gradient, and 4% gradient, and 6% gradient is been given in the question. And gradient, economical operations, and length, fuel consumptions, and total fuel per liter, total fuel in liters, right? So here whenever you consider the level ground, so you need to consider a chart, that is running speed. That is running speed here. First chart, that is 14.1 fuel consumptions and fuel consumption liters per kilometer. So in this chart it is given with level 0 to 3%, 3 to 5%, 5 to 7%, and grade 7 to 9%. In the problem it is given for level ground, and level ground it is given for an economical speed, so that when the maximum convexity of this curve, that may be considered, and that is considered to be at this point, right? And this point is considered to be a 42 kmph. At this point it is considered to be 42 kmph because it is at the lowest point. We have taken it lowest point is because the problem is given with economical speed, right? So that the 42 kilometer speed is considered for the level ground, and that is the 42 kilometer is noted here. And similarly for 0 to 2% gradient, it is for this curve. For this curve it is again considered to be a same point, and similarly we have considered 42 kmph. And 4% gradient, it is to be referred for this curve. Here this curve provides 3 to 5%, and in between 3 to 5, and it is considered to be 4 will lie in this curve, and this curve is considered to be apex point at this point, and it is considered to be 40 kmph, right? And that 40 kmph is noted. And similarly for 6% gradient, we have to consider 6% grade curve, and then apex point is to be considered, and that will be erected to the x-axis, and that x-axis gives the running speed of 45 kmph. And total length is given in the question here. The level ground, it is traveled with 25 kilometers, and 0 to 2% gradient, it is traveled with 55% gradient, and 4% gradient, it is traveled with 15 kilometers, and in 6% gradient, it is traveled with 5 kilometers, and total will be 100 kilometers. So now we know that total length of travel and that is economic speed. So how much is the fuel consumption for this particular 42 kmph? So the same is been given here. For the when you erect the same thing to the y-axis in the same graph, that is 14.1, and you will be end up with here, it is here 0 and it is considered to be 0.1 and it is 0.2 and 0.3 and 0.4, likewise it is the graph is evolved, and here once you reach this point it is considered to be 0.07, right? When you measure this actual to the scale, and it will be around 0.07, and that 0.07 is written over here. And similarly for 42 kmph it is 0.09, and for 40 kmph it is considered to be 0.12. so here let us consider for 40 kmph it is considered to be at this point, and whenever you erect this it is considered to be 0.12, and the same thing is tabulated, and that will be multiplied with the given data. That means the given data is nothing but here once you list out, once you tabulate these fuel consumptions obtained from the graph number 14.1, that is figure number 14.1, then you just need to multiply these length into consumptions. 25 into 0.07, that will give you 1.75, and 55 into 0.09, that will give you 4.95, and 15 kilometer of length traveled in 4% gradient, and in 4% gradient the fuel consumption is considered to be 0.12, that is observed from graph number 14.1 by erecting 40 kmph to y-axis, right? And that is given with 1.80. Similarly for 6% gradient, 45 kmph is the economical speed. For this 0.17 is the fuel consumption, and that will be total fuel consumption is summed up, that is 1.75, 4.95, 1.8, 0.85, and that will be equal to 9.35. so we have per liter consumption of fuel cost is given with 8.5 paise per liters, and that will be multiplied with, this is the total length, this is total fuel consumption, that is 9.35 liters of fuel consumption is occurred to travel 100 kilometer of length within different gradients, right? So 9.35 into 8.50, that will be summed up with 79.475 rupees. That means you are required to contribute about 80 rupees to travel 100 kilometer of speed whenever your fuel cost is about 8.5 paise per liter, and you are traveling with these different types of gradients with this much of length in the particular gradient, right? And similarly the remaining cost will be calculated, and that I will discuss in next video lecture.